Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So today I want to review what I think to be one of the best prepper survivalist smartphones on the market for 2015, so let's check it out. Check out Vincent Von Doom's Disaster Survival Network website and YouTube channel. Informative and empowering talk radio for survivalists and preppers. Alright, so I did a lot of research before getting a new phone. As many of you know, I'm moving over from the Galaxy Note 2, which I've had for several years now, and I'm still actually going to use that phone just as a PDA device, use it for GPS, photography. I'm using it to film this video right now, so it's still going to serve a lot of functions, but my contract was up. And if they're offering you a free phone and you're going to be paying month to month anyways, you might as well get the free phone. So that's what I did, and I did some research, and the LG 4 met all my main requirements, namely, of course, state-of-the-art technology with respect to the processor, the amount of pixels on the screen, and all that good stuff, the amount of RAM. It's all up there. It duels with the best of them in terms of the flagship smartphones on the market, be it the iPhone 6 or the Galaxy S6. And of course, it has that expandable memory up to 2 terabytes. So that's not going to be maxed out for several years until they're able to actually get a 2 terabyte micro SD card. I think right now they're working on 512 gigabyte ones, but they haven't even brought the 256 gigabyte one to market yet. And also a removable battery, so this is great for survivalist preppers because, you know, we don't want to be dependent on the grid. We don't want to be dependent on, you know, having to go to a store and get the battery put in by a professional, which is what you're going to have to do with a lot of these phones. You know, you probably could take them apart and do it yourself, but you risk, of course, damaging the phones. So the conspiratorial mind in me, knowing how the planned obsolescence model works nowadays, basically I think they're doing that. They're moving over to cloud-based data, you know, where you store everything on the cloud, so nothing is personal anymore. You don't have, you know, basically sole possession of all of your media, and of course you're bound by that one battery which is in the phone all the time, meaning that, as many people know, you can be tracked by your phone. Even when the phone is off, you can be tracked by your phone. So, you know, if the battery is built into the phone, you can't take it out. That means you could be tracked at any time. Whereas with the LG, I could just take it out, and of course that would prevent that from happening. Not that that's something I really worry about. I don't see myself as that important as, you know, I would ever need to be tracked. But it's something to keep in mind anyways. And I think it's more to do with the fact that a lot of people are going to be too lazy to go get their phone professionally retooled and get a new battery put in there. They're just going to go get another phone, and that's the whole planned obsolescence model, forcing people to basically buy a new phone in 2 years instead of just swapping out the battery. Because as many people know, these batteries have a limited amount of charge cycles. I think 500 maximum before you're approaching only 60% of the battery's effectiveness, and which is not really sufficient for everyday use. So I think that this phone, especially with the camera, now if you're a person who does YouTube videos, you should know that this phone has been comparable to many high-end DSLR cameras. I've seen a lot of tests, and I did a lot of research on this because I wanted a phone that could do 4K and that could help me out with my YouTube video production. So this was the one. It has an 8 gigabyte forward-facing camera. So right now I'm shooting in 1080p on my Galaxy Note 2, and it's a 8 megapixel camera. And so I'm getting the same on the front-facing camera. On the rear-facing, I'm getting 16 megabytes with a 1.8 aperture, which is, I think, the largest aperture, smallest, so to speak, on any smartphone to date. So you're really getting an excellent camera, and you have a lot of adjustable features which are easy to access and use in real time. So if you're into photography, or if you're into making YouTube videos and stuff like that, this is definitely the phone for you. Now, I don't work for LG. I get no kickbacks from them, obviously. So, you know, I'm just telling you what I know with respect. And I think that this is probably one of the best phones that you can get if you're of the preparedness mindset. Yes, it's going to do GPS, all that stuff. It has all the sensors, IR blaster for your television set and all that, if you care about that. But your typical sensors, you have your barometer, your altimeter, your
gyroscopes and all those scopes and whatnot. So, you know, I mean, it's got everything that a high-end flagship phone has with $100 lower price. And I'm not sure why the lower price. It's a light phone. It has a curved screen, as you can see. So for media viewing, it's a bit better. And there's no buttons on the bezels, so that expands the actual area for, you know, for use on the screen. So I'm not going to show you much on the screen because I got a lot of personal stuff on there, but I just thought I'd let you know, if you are in the market for a new smartphone and you are a survivalist and prepper, you may want to check out the LG G4, because I do think, based on all the research that I did, that this is one of the best options for YouTubers who are survivalists and preppers, namely YouTubers who do a lot of photography. So if you're not really too concerned with video production and cameras and surveillance and stuff like that, then this may not be an essential phone for you. But if you are, then this definitely is going to be the most well-rounded option, I do believe. And I got the OtterBox Defender case on it, of course. Now, I'm not too impressed with the OtterBox Defender for this phone. There is a bit of space between the glass here and the cover. It makes the touchscreen sensitivity a little bit more challenging, but all in all, it's doable. So it's not going to be waterproof. It's not going to be ruggedized without the case, but with the case, of course, with the OtterBox Defender, you're going to be able to drop it, and it's going to be, for the most part, water resistant, dust proof. I wouldn't say crush proof, but it's going to be drop proof and shock proof. So if you're wanting more ruggedized protection, then you're going to have to get one of the more popular flagship phones, which may have more case options. But of course, the LG G4 is only about 3 months old, so you're not going to see a whole lot of peripheral accessories on the market just yet, but they're slowly starting to be rolled out. So in the near future, you should start to see a lot more cases of a rugged nature. So anyways, check out the phone. If you have any questions about, you know, smartphones, I'm not an expert, but, you know, I'm into tech, so, you know, I may know a thing or two, and I'm sure Survival Tech Nord and the Urban Prepper, between the three of us, we should be able to answer those questions for you. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Canadian Prepper out.
Check out the Canadian Preppers Network blog, an excellent resource for survivalists and preppers.